Hey there everybody, how you doing? I am Francis and welcome back to Quartz Party. Last episode we found the tongue of one of the ghost girls, so I guess now we are looking for that girl to return her tongue just like we did with the little ghost boy earlier. I have no idea where to look to find these children, so I guess we'll just wander these halls until we find them. They're usually not that hard to find, they usually just pop up when you're looking for them, so it might not take too long to find them, although it could take a while, you never really know, but well, this is really what you gotta do with RPGs, you just gotta explore, explore and look around and basically interact with everything that is interactable. The music's pretty rocking though. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Oh! Found them! Which one do we give it to? I'm guessing her, cause the art child doesn't have a mouth, like a head at all. So I don't know what it would do with a tongue. Yeah! Get me back my eye. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we got? Pull out the tongue bag? Yeah! Sure, here you go. Please be the right one. Tokiko Tsuji. I think we made a good decision. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit Tokiko's tongue. Okay, I think I made a mistake. It's hissing at me like a snake. Ah! Did we pick the wrong girl? I think we did. The deep black socket where the girl's spirits left eye once sat transfixes Ayumi's gaze. It begins slowly expanding in size. Oh, that's terrifying. I can't. I guess we're supposed to give it to the art girl. How was I supposed to know? The art girl doesn't have a face. I don't know what she would do with a tongue. Move my body. The girl's socket continues to grow, slowly and methodically enveloping Ayumi until only blackness remains. The world vanishes into nothingness as the empty cavity becomes an all-encompassing void, blotting out the whole of existence. Suddenly, in the distance, a tiny white face breaks through the darkness, shining with its own unnatural light. No. No, please. Please, no, I'm so scared, please! The face seems distorted, as if being viewed through water. Its expression shifts and wobbles for a bit until finally, with some effort, the image becomes clear. You've seen this face before. I have? Somebody please help me! There's no help because Yoshiki's dead too. Whoa! Red screen. Yeah, we chose the wrong girl to give it to. Okay. Well, how was I supposed to know? What is the girl with no head going to do with a tongue? She doesn't have a head to return it to. Alright, so now we know who to give it to. The one with no head. Here you go. She's got no head above her. Oh, above her chin. Okay, so I'm guessing she has the little mouth section. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we've got? Well, we found out it wasn't the art girl, so it's gotta be this one. Pull out the tongue bag? Yeah. Here you go. Gurgle. Gurgle. The little girl's spirit is staggering toward Ayumi, blood gushing out from her gaping cross-section of head as she walks. Please be the right one. Tokiko Tsuji. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit Tokiko's tongue. Spooder. We did it! What happened? We made a good decision. The art ghost is heading this way. We have to run. Okay! Oh, run, running. So, where am I supposed to go now? Where do I run to? Do I run back to the save point? I think I'm going to. Oh, hi! Here's that girl in the red dress again. Does she want me to follow her, or does she want me, or do I have to go down there? I'm gonna see what she's doing. I'm gonna follow her, huh? Oh, the doll's crying. I guess I was supposed to follow her. Well, you know. Here we go again. Where the hell is it gonna take us this time? Where your friend was splattered. Oh no. Okay, we're going up here. The floorboards beneath that wall. Is this doll saying what I think it's saying? Right under her guabi entrails. It's saying exactly what I think it's saying. Where the floor dips and the blood pools. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through her guts to find it? Ew. Smelly, smelly. Icky, icky. Get in there. Good and dig it out. Oh, that does not sound like something I want to do. No! Stupid dog, get out of my hands again. No! You getting a good laugh out of this, you sick son of a bitch? God, if that's where it is. I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. Yeah. Is somebody there? Hello? Oh, it's you! How are you here? Weren't you in the same dimension as Satoshi and Yuka? Murashigi, you're alive! Kishinuma! And our quest rep. I'm very glad to see you both safe and sound. Hmm? What happened? Bro, you don't want to know. It's a long story. So, where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had somehow changed. Ah, so he somehow jumped into another dimension. Oh yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Mashida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are. Though when I next ran into Mashida's sister, it seems she and her brother had parted ways. Morishige? What is that in your hand? Oh! Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hand. He didn't. Oh. If only he knew the true nature of that big, splatter of guts. Oh, this? I, found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Ah! He did. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Do you need it? Please, take it. I'm merely searching for a certain somebody. So I have no need for charms at this present time. If only if you knew. As with the others, there's a student ID name tag attached to the front. Heavenly Host Elementary School, Classroom 5-2. Yuki Kano. Ah, so her name's Yuki. I'm guessing she's still in the same spot as before. Well, I should be going now. Is something wrong, Crest Rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. I've seen 3 ghosts. Or actually 4 ghosts. There's also the girl in a red dress. Oh yes, one more thing. Mashida said we should all try to meet in classroom 1A. Okay. I'm guessing we don't have to go through our friend's guts. It wasn't from, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got from there? I mean, if he didn't, then... That really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood. Yep, he did it. Either way, that means we don't have to do it now, so yay. I'm guessing she's in the same spot as before. Directly up here. Yuki, are you still up here? Yuki. Yep, she's still here, right where I left her. Get it back. Get it back! That's what I'm here for. This girl's missing an eye. All we got is a tongue. Is that going to be enough? What do we do? It's all we got to give back. Pull out the tongue bag? Well, yeah, it'd be stupid not to. If I don't, I'm probably dead, right? So, yeah, here. There, Yuki. It'll be fine. The girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Kinda like this. Yuki Kano? This is for you. It is yours, isn't it? Offer the spirit Yuki's tongue. You. Thank you very much. She can speak! We did it! We did it. We did it, Shinozaki. All three of them. We don't have to appease the girl in the red dress? All that's left is the girl in the... No! No more! Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying to. It just pops in my head all on its own, and it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And Mashida. Shinozaki. Alright. Next one is mine then, okay? So just try to pull yourself to get... What? Wow! Oh boy, another earthquake. God damn it, not again! This one's big! Yeah, really big. Eek! Whoa! Whoa, what's happening? Oh. Oh, it's that black figure again. It had a red glowing spot where its heart would be if it was human. Ugh. Was I knocked out? Where am I? No! No way! They got out! Wow! This has to be a trick, right? Eh? Is this our classroom? This has to be a trick, right? No fooling. What about Satoshi and Yuka and Naomi and Miss Yoi? Is it just us who got out? Shinozaki? Hey, wake up! Ayumi. She's breathing at least. Oh, that's good. At least she's alive. Shinozaki, come on, wake up. Kishinuma? Huh? What? Where am I? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself. But here we are. We made it back. No way. We're back. For real. Is this really our school? I don't know. It feels like it's a trick. It can't be. It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. That doesn't prove that it's real. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. It's true. Yeah, we made it. We're home. We're home. Suck on that, world. Oh. Okay. I never thought I'd live to see home again. I know. Do I just leave? I guess so. The needle on a clock in the hall is pointing to 8, and there's not a soul in sight. Well, it's 8 o'clock. Who the hell is in school at 8 o'clock? The needle on a clock in the hall is pointing at 8, and there's not a soul in sight. What do I do then? Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss Yori or anyone else, huh? Do I talk to you again? Never thought I'd live to see home again. I guess she doesn't care that our friends are nowhere to be found. What will I do? We're back, yeah, but great. The shelves are filled with personal effects belonging to classroom 229, primary and assistant homeroom teachers. Great. Never thought I'd live to see home again. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh, okay, I just had to be persistent checking things out. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even a janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around is the darkened corridors of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening. Just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensely, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? I don't think so, since our friends are not back. Where am I right now? And what am I doing? Yeek! I knew it wasn't over. What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? I knew it was too good. Oh my god! Holy shit, I knew it was too good to be true. What? What the hell is this? Demons. A lot of them. It's not over, is it? I didn't think it would be. This didn't feel right, you know. Why isn't it over? Why? Damn it. Oh, hi. It's you. No. Go back. Don't come any closer. Oh. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I'm as lost as you. I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with Mom, and he listened very closely and just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, you see. But he was a very kind man. But he's the guy with the hammer, right? I really liked him. But then... You two are nice people. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny. She must be a 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Ah, you remember my name. Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? So why are you still here? No, you didn't succeed. What? But we returned your tongues. We gave you back your ability to speak out. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him, no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us, and we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which heavenly host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action, but it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? No, I think she has to hear the words from his mouth, not his doll. That's not... Huh? So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the one who summoned us there, aren't you? That's not true. Then how do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Let's hear her out. Yeah, don't interrupt. I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safety. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of sadness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister? Some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin? I feel for you, I really do. So please, bring the rest of them back too. Miss Sheeta, Miss Joy, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right? I know you can do it, Yuki. I don't think that's possible anymore. What are you talking about? Please explain. You brought us back. Why can't you bring them back? Those closed spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain was nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bound there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. Oh no. Our efforts were for nothing! So, we're going to lose you as an ally then. So, why don't you just hurry up and bring them back right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Miss Sheeta and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all 4 of us heavenly host serial kidnappings and murder victims, and put us all to rest. Then, the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they'll begin to fall apart. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back there? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all of you? Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant the two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind. What's going... Shinozaki? It hurts! It hurts! Oh boy. Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing, and I can't move. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think it's called. Oh boy. Did Ayumi and Yuki, change places? So... Oh no! Oh no! Where? Why can't I move? Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress, and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Why is she a spirit though if she's a survivor? Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scoundrel would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. That's weird. I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and two girls in here aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident. But they're still alive. Oh no, I'm gonna witness their murder, aren't I? Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled out on the floor. And so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Somebody please save me! Ooh. 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 No, stop. No, please stop! Oi. Oi. Here I. Ois. God, no, I can't see. Oh, I'm blindfolded. So yeah, I think Yuki and Ayumi trade places, so... Yikes! Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared. It feels like my head's going to explode. Yikes. This is sad. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me. Cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. I think that's the idea of tying your hands and feet up. They don't want you moving. Please? Don't you know anything about being kidnapped? They tie you up for a reason, you know. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me. Order. Okay. In order? Yeah. Oh dear. I never heard screaming like this before. It's pure, primal terror cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. Oh no. I got nothing to do but to hear his cries and his death. It feels like he's screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. Oh dear. My god, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? Oh boy. It's been at least a half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. That means he's dead. No! 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 Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life. And the symphony goes on. Oh, now it's her turn. No. Oh. I wanted to know what happened to you guys, but I didn't mean I wanted to live it. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! Yes, please, stop it. Oh, jeez. Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already. God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. I don't think you're gonna be left in peace when she's dead though. I think you're next. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. Uh-oh. My turn. Ayumi? Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair is standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. Ew. In order? God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died. Which means it's my turn now. Ah! Oh no. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. Oh boy. The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School. Unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors, found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on a man's part. However, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used, nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual stage of affairs was not quite so criminal, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. That would be the boy, Ryo's name was. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. So that's how she lost her head. And Yuki lost her eye, which now I guess is the Ayumi since they kind of traded places. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. Really? It was one of the children. What? What? It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. The girl in the red dress. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then... Oh god, it's that smile. Was she the one that possessed Ayumi? Because that looks like the kind of same smile she had. She just started giggling. Snip snap! Snip snap! Oh wait, no, that was the man screaming. I just noticed the name. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then, she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. Oh no. Oh no, please don't show me. Oh, just the sight of things close to the eyes. Just don't show me it, okay? Oh, it's Yoshikazu speaking again. How? Why? Why is it you? No. No. No! Oh, God. Oh. I like, by the way, that they keep switching back to Sachiko and Naomi here, by the way, because I need a break from that. So it's nice that they give me a bit of a breather before going back to that. The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Oh great, now I know how Ayumi's gonna die. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me. It makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But we just saw she's the one doing it. How did she become a spirit? How did she become a victim? I thought she survived. What the hell is going on here? This is making my head hurt. I just got more questions than answers. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family will be withheld. That's to be expected, of course. What's not expected, however, is that there is not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations. And I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of the three victims? Well, no, since Ayumi's living the experience. Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. And his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much. Shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these uncontainable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father, after all. It was around the same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori ultimately began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. The devil has taken him! Not to mention scribbling inconceivable gibberish all over his walls, as if possessed. Well, if he's speaking in tongues, I think that's a sign he was possessed. He seemed frightened of someone, and would often be found crouching in a corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he would wind up in such a benign state with no warning, then perhaps it too could his son. Sounds like they're on to something. I believe that we're looking at a curse, far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room was existed at some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it's a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down, but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my prodigy has found what may be the next best thing. Oh, so this person speaking is Neho's, the person Neho looks up to. I forget, what's she called, the guy? Mentor, that was it. His mentor. Her mentor. Him. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. Whoa! Kukibiki 2003 7/22. What's with this music? Oh, it's rocking! Oh, continued in chapter 5. Wow, what a cliffhanger. What a place to end this chapter on. That was kind of a long ending. But yeah, what a place to end that chapter on. We don't know what's going to happen to Ayumi, although since we know that Yuki died, I guess that means Ayumi's going to die, so that's kind of sad. But wow, what a place to end off, and we made it, guys. Chapter 5. We're almost done, guys. So thank you everybody for joining me and coming back to Quartz Party. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Sorry for a long episode, by the way, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And I'll see you guys next time for Chapter 5, and we're going to be wrapping this up soon. I'm so excited to see the end of this. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye, everybody.